congratulations. Big week for you this week. 2 nights in a row, just about Wednesday and Friday.
Yeah, it's been a busy week. Obviously, with the football stuff as well. We've got a lot of exit interviews and end of year meetings, and obviously the Wednesday night was the All Australian, so that was a massive honour for me to go over there. So, and this caps off as I said before up on stage, a bit of a frustrating season, but personally, it's a massive honour and privilege to be wearing this gold jacket, and Adelaide gave me my first opportunity at AFL level, and I'm happy just to repay some of the faith.
How does this compare to All Australian going? I guess different is probably the best way.
Yeah, there's a different sense to it. As I said, Adelaide gave me my opportunity in the AFL, and I think both ways I can help repay the faith to the club in just consistent performances, and if that results in an All Australian jacket or a gold jacket, then I'll take it. So it's a massive accomplishment, and I'm just rapt to do it for this great club.
Is this your best year, you feel?
It's probably my most consistent season.
Yeah.
I think last year I had a few games where I probably had less impact on the games, and a few quieter games last year. So I think consistency was probably the key this year, and it's paid off pretty well.
Were you pinching yourself early in the year when you were getting like 40% of just about every week?
It's nice to do that. It's nice to get a kick every now and then. So it's just a role that I play, and as I said up there, Don and Campo give me a fair bit of free rein up on the ground. So it allows me to run around and kick the ball and find the ball, and get us going out of the back half.
What do you take out of this year that can be brought into next year? A few people spoke about it up there, including the coach.
Yeah.
Can it make you better this year?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's we've unblooded a few young fellas that have come in and played some really crucial roles for us. As I said, we had a fair few games that were really close in margin, so we weren't far off against the really good teams. And in saying that, we beat Richmond early in the year, we beat Sydney in Sydney, so it was a year of almost, and in the end we sort of fell just short.
Did you feel after a really difficult year, but it looked like you were getting morale back a little bit in the playing group towards the end, where you were chasing the last spot?
Yeah, I think we're obviously hampered with injuries, and once you sort of get personnel back and you play together for a couple of weeks, you build synergy in the team. And I think that's why in 2017 we had nearly no injuries, and most of the players there were playing together every week, and when you do that, you learn how to gel together, and when you play together like that, it makes it easier to mesh and play well. So we sort of had that at the back half of the year, and it showed with some really exciting footy.
You spoke about your consistency. What do you credit that to? You pulled in every one of your 20 games. Is it something that you did differently, or was it just an evolution of your
No, not really. I'm very meticulous with what I do week to week. So my preparation for a game, and it's probably got a bit over the top in the past couple of years in terms of things I do at training and things I do away from the club, and just things that I like to have in the back of my mind that says that I'm ready to play. So I should probably went down that path a little bit more, and it's paid off.
Some real exciting talent coming through that back line. Wayne Miller Jr., Tom Duday, and obviously Smithers returning. There's plenty of depth heading into next year. How excited are you to sort of be a part of that?
Yeah, it's awesome. Tommy Duday comes down there too and plays an unbelievable year. You got Hardo and Tales that have played a lot of footy with us together, with Smithy and I, and Wayne's a serious attacking option, and saying that his back half of the year was exceptional in terms of the stuff he was doing in the air and defensively was awesome. So, there's a really good dimension down there in terms of, lockdown smalls with Brownie and, attacking half-backers such as Brody, Wayne and myself. So I think it's a really, balanced backline, and it'll be a hard one to come up against.
It's been a frustrating year, as you said. What does the off-season look like for you now? Is it just a good opportunity to refresh and recharge? Yeah, so I'll sort of,
let the body recover for a little bit the next couple of weeks, and, relax and catch up with the boys and my friends outside of footy, and then head off I'm going to Bali in the US, so I'll do that, and a couple of weddings all around Australia. So, just take time away, refresh a bit mentally and physically, and then, come back for the start of pre-season.
Is this the perfect role for you in the back line, or have you actually thought of, hey, maybe I can spend a bit of time in the midfield as well?
Yeah, so I sort of had a couple of games there where I was flipped into the midfield, and in the Port showdown when Darcy was playing on me, I sort of played a bit of half forward and mid. So Campo and I have spoke about that, and sometimes it does happen, just depends on the game. And but I think my best footy is at half back, and that's where I play majority of my football.